We go to New York, where a federal judge just threw out a ballot initiative aimed at protecting abortion and Transanity.
Excuse me, it's ma'am.
When asked about why he tossed the measure, he says, I'm calling
Bullshit.
and you can quote me on that.
What the fuck?
Wow. A judge with common sense.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this is What's Next. Hey, happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Jazz Berganzo, What's Next, your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Friday. Common sense. These days, it is in very, very short supply. You have a number of media outlets, social media outlets, on TikTok, on BitChute, on YouTube sometimes, on Rumble, and every once in a while, you'll get a gem or two, and you will, wow, didn't think that could happen. Well, here's one. We go to New York, where a federal judge strikes down a ballot initiative to protect abortion and Transanity. He was asked about it and says, yeah, this is nonsensical, it's unconstitutional, and it's bullshit. And of course, the left are crying. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Judge tosses New York abortion gender identity amendment from November ballot. That alone speaks volumes. A federal judge in New York threw out a proposed abortion and gender identity amendment on Tuesday was set to appear in the November ballot. State Supreme Court Justice Daniel Doyle found that, State Supreme Court? I thought it was federal judge. My bad. My apologies. In the New York legislature did not follow the state constitution when it approved the amendment language before obtaining a written opinion from the Attorney General. Excuse me. Quote, the Constitution is the supreme will of the people. Its amendment should be undertaken by strict adherence to the will of the people as expressed in the state constitution. Democrats passed a measure calling the Equal Rights Amendment, of course they did, for the second time last year, giving it the green light to go before voters in November. The judge said, fuck shit. Not going to happen. The amendment, which would have needed simple majority to pass, states, quote, no person shall be denied equal protection in the laws of the state or any subdivision thereof. No person shall, because of race, color, ethnicity, national origin, age, disability, creed, religion, sex, sexual orientation, mental illness, gender expression, pregnancies, pregnant persons, pregnancy outcomes, reproductive health care, autonomy, be subject to any discrimination under civil rights by any person or by any firm, corporation, or institution, or by the state or agency, subdivision of the state pursuant to law. Wow, that's a lot of legal bullshit, right? Republicans and critics called the measure were concerned that the ballot measure contained, quote, vague language that could have prevented parents from being a part of their children's decisions regarding sex change operations, drugs, hormones, therapies, and basically castrations, and procedures that could allow males to play on female sports teams. Yes, again, you're trying to protect the mentally ill, which, of course, there are mentally ill, and then there's our mentally ill. Anyway, Republican State Assemblywoman Marjorie Burns, filed a lawsuit challenging the ballot measure. Ed Cox, chairman of the New York Republican Party, celebrated the ruling, ABC News reported. Quote, in their rush to pass the amendment, the legislature never held a single hearing on the proposal, never consulted outside constitutional experts, and falsely asserted this amendment was necessary to protect, quote unquote, abortion rights in the state, Cox said. This ruling is a major blow to Democrats in New York who are hoping to spur on voter turnout by framing key battleground House races around abortion, according to the report. New York Attorney General Letitia James, yes, that Letitia James, who has made it her stated goal in life, the hill to die on, to wreck Trump's life, plans to appeal the decision. Gee, what a surprise. Her office said, the Equal Rights Amendment was advanced to protect New York's fundamental rights. Fundamental rights, yeah. Murdering is not a fundamental right. Sorry. Including reproductive freedom, because of course it is. Access to abortion care. This is a disappointing court decision, but we will appeal because New York deserves to be protected by their Constitution. Yes, protect those New Yorkers, especially our basic freedoms and rights under attack. Really? Name a First Amendment decision that has been taking away your rights. Was that First Amendment? Second Amendment? Voting? No. course not. In New York, abortion is legal up to 24 weeks of pregnancy and after 24 weeks after a woman's health, if a woman's health is at risk. New York is one of nearly a dozen states where lawmakers or activists have been working feverishly to place abortion on the ballot list in November, but of course in New York, it's failed. My thoughts. Great job by the judge. Let's call that bullshit where he saw it. And this was nonsense. He was bullshit. It was unconstitutional. The fact of the matter is that you can't just start slapping words and adding words together to the state constitution willy-nilly just because you feel like it. And that's exactly what they did. Has nothing to do with policy. Has nothing to do with case law. It all has to do with political bullshit. Yes, when it comes to transmentalism and protecting murdering your child, that's all political bullshit and nonsense. And of course, they're doing this because, of course, Roe got burned 2 years ago. Thank you, Donald Trump. But at the end of the day, it's going to stand. More than likely, it is going to stand. But then again, this is New York. Let's say California. It could go either way. But at least for this year, it won't be on the ballot initiative. But who knows in 2025. But good for that judge to be using simple things like common sense and facts to get the job done. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is what's next. Want to see more like this? Please have a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.